Let's see if this works. Is everyone where they're supposed to be? Everyone's where they're supposed to be. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. Hope you guys are having a great evening. We are here not to play our usual game, which is normally on this night, one of our variants of Kingdoms of Mist. But we are on holiday break from that. That doesn't actually mean we take breaks. Actually, we're going to take breaks, but we're going to be playing a game tonight because the amazing Markov & Co. has agreed to run a holiday one-shot for Dinner and a Game, and he came up with a great concept that unfortunately we've all really embraced.
Oh, you say that like it's a bad thing.
But we'll let Sam explain that a little bit more in just a second. I wanted to tell everyone that I love them very much, and no matter what happens tonight, I will still respect you in the morning. It's okay.
I won't.
I won't. Cove is going to be taking care of judgment for everyone.
I expect no respect. So.
No respect. You've been in the dating scene way too long. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Damn. You're goddamn right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, this is Dinner and a Game, where we get together and we drive each other insane, and we play games, and hopefully you get entertained, but if not, we guarantee that we will be entertained, so hopefully that's entertaining for you. We're going to go ahead and play Monster of the Week tonight. That's being run by Markov & Co., as I said, and I will, like I said, we're going to save everything for the explanation of the game for him, because he came up with this concept, and it's wonderful, and I love it, and I want them to be able to launch into it with their own madness. But I wanted to say hello to everyone tonight and see how everyone is doing and give everyone a chance to describe who they're playing tonight, but not in a lot of detail, because we want Sam to be able to drop what the actual meta of the game is. So let's go ahead and start out to my left, and we will start out with Diamond. Diamond, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm live right now.
Diamond is robot.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you switched to the cyborg now? What the heck?
I don't know. I thought I fixed it.
You gotta
Apparently I
warn
did
me
not.
about these changes.
The audio
No,
seems to be going through, but now the video's not doing anything. Now the video's moving and there's no audio.
Well, I'm
I'm gonna
not
get
talking.
something.
Are we synced up now? Can you hear me? Am I moving?
I can hear you,
Maybe.
and you're kind of moving.
We get one and then we get the other.
You
And then
know.
get the other. I'm gonna try to rejoin, and I'll be right back.
Okay, so Diamond's going to
sorry.
rejoin, so Camera's going to scatter for a minute. But we will jump around the hoop and go to Miss Liz. Did you just freeze? Oh, no, you just literally froze. You didn't.
No.
I was so
Yes.
scared that we were getting that Diamond was contagious.
No, I'm just really good at being still.
Very good at it, by the way. And how are you feeling now with Queen of Stillness?
I am feeling very good. I'm waiting for the end of the week so that I can be done with work for a couple of weeks.
Absolutely, and you're going to be able to relax and enjoy yourself, and it's going to be so weird because normally
Yeah.
you're like when you're with your old job, this would be one of your busy times a year because you'd be dealing with all the chaos.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. This isn't like a big holiday destination, but we would have a fair amount of people coming in and out.
Gotcha. Excellent. Well, and who are you going to be playing tonight?
Tonight I am playing Dear Sweet Old Grandma Agnes the Mundane.
Cohen. I don't want to bother to adjust the cameras because Diamond's going to be right back. So.
We're taking care of it.
Hold on, wait. Or I can just...
Oh, they're
Right.
cuddling. Oh, look, Diamond ruined it.
No, we don't do that kind of shit. Not say that shit.
Oh,
I'll just leave again.
no.
No. Don't you
play,
dare.
please.
No, I was playing.
Okay. Am I back in sync
You are
now?
back.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And so now we actually switched over to Miss Liz, so let's let her go and let her finish who she's playing tonight.
I don't want to give anything away. That's all I would say.
Okay, all right, that's good. And now we will get back to the amazing Madness Diamond. Diamond, how are you doing?
Who am I?
No, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm good. I feel good. I had a mishap with some hair curlers, and I almost curled my hair in the opposite direction and didn't do what I wanted, and I had a really weird haircut for a hot second. And I was contemplating life choices of like, I could just shave it all off. That would have been a little too shocking. So yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'll be a very interesting character. Is the party.
You went robot-y again.
Ah.
It's weird. You're not as robot-y as you were.
You almost did the full Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wally.
It was close.
That came through not robot-y at all.
It had like, the term for that. It almost sounded auto-tuned. Almost.
Right.
It was that gargly.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Well, I don't know what's wrong with it. I tried
Don't worry.
doing the one thing I know how to do of turning it on and off again.
Don't worry. We're here for you, and we're here for it. We'll make do with what we can. We love you very much. And tonight you are playing the Spellslinger, correct?
I'm playing this.
Okay, excellent. We will move around to the marvelous and amazing Cove. Cove, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I took my pain meds already, so I shouldn't have an issue halfway through this one.
Yeah. I mean, you can really tell when the pain meds wore off. you are in a lot of pain.
It was a problem. I'm just hoping they last the full time here. The other thing is, as I said before this stream started, I'm actually covering my good eye with my hair because aesthetic. So I'm functioning mostly blind, and I'm not wearing my glasses on top of that. So you're all very beautiful blobs. I hope you all know.
I know.
If you'd like, I can join you in being the blind part.
Yay.
Blind.
The blindness is now.
We're now.
I
all
am now.
blurred
God
completely.
damn! Everyone's so blurry. I can't do this.
Right?
It's gonna give me motion sickness. That's how blurry you
That
were.
is so fair. That is so fair. I only recently got glasses, so I'm used to seeing everything blurry still, so it doesn't bother me as much.
Yep.
But I am playing Eldritch, and they're the chosen, and that's all I'm saying about them so far.
Absolutely. And I am Mr. Dagshow, and I am playing the Monstrous. And all I will say about my Monstrous is that they want to eat Lissa's character. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And now we're going to go over and do a little house cleaning before we turn everything over to Sam. Remember, if you want to try and help Dinner in a Game out with anything whatsoever, one of the best ways you can do it is if you're watching us on Twitch, you can subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you actually have a free subscription you can give to anyone you choose to. And it basically is included with your Prime sub. So if you want to do that, we would greatly appreciate it. Every single dime we get goes to helping us create new events, hire on new storytellers to run things on our stream, and do things like going to Gen Con next year, where we're gonna run. I've put in for 2 different things that I'm running, and we are still technically haven't received our feedback yet on whether or not we got given a vendor slot or not. So we're still waiting to hear back from that. But if we don't get a vendor slot, then I'm gonna do more events. Because either way, we're going to be participating a lot this year at Gen Con. And all that means is we have a hydrate from Gaming Blaine. Dad. By the way, I still need to message you. I hope you're in our Discord, because I need to find out which item you wanted, so I can know which item we are sending to Starshard for the birthday. And Diamond, you need to pick yours too. So, but anyway, that was last night. Last night was Starshard Stories' birthday, and in honor of Starshard Stories, we gave away 1 item for every 10 people that were in chat, and there was 12 people in chat, or 11 people in chat when we did the drawing, so that was 2 items, and Madness won 1, and Gaming Blaine won the other, so they had to pick their items so I can send them to them and to Starshard Stories. But all that being said, we need to also remind you that if you want to help us out in any other way, we are partners with Many Worlds Taverns, and Many Worlds Taverns is purveyors of incredible teas and coffees, and if you use the link that's in chat right now to place an order with them, we will get 10% of the actual order itself. And if you want to get a discount on your order, use the discount code Dinner and a Game when you go to checkout, and you will receive 10% off the order. And right now for the holidays, I know they're doing $50 free shipping on their orders right now, so you can really get some good savings and help us out a little bit. We really appreciate it if you do, and we guarantee that you're going to enjoy the coffees and teas. I personally recommend on the tea side, I recommend the masala chai. I recommend the lavender mint, which is Sage's Gate. The masala chai is Spice Sands. That's M. Hi M. And we also have. I also recommend their coffees. Their light roast and medium roast are amazing. Their dark roast is incredible too, but a lot of people, dark roast is a weaker coffee. So if you want the full caffeine hit, you want to go medium or light roast, but they're both amazing. And all that being said, if you want to use that link and place your order, like I said, remember to use the discount code so you can get the 10% discount off your order. And finally, if you ever want to rep Dinner in a Game, we have a merch store in which we have some amazing shirts that you're going to see scrolling through that window that goes through in chat. We have things like Pushing the Orc Off the Cliff shirt, which is a natural one. Happy Hollandaise, really. Anyway, once again, the game chat is game chat.
It's not nearly as bad as it is on Wednesday nights.
Oh, absolutely not. We're fucking unhinged.
But we're going to go ahead and, that we've gotten all that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and turn everything over to Sam, who is going to explain the concept for tonight and get us started. So, Sam, take it away.
Very well. Well, welcome everyone. I'm glad to have y'all here. For those who are tuning in and not sure which system we will be running, we are going to be running Monster of the Week with a little bit of a twist. Most Monster of the Weeks kind of behave like a more violent episode of Scooby-Doo, is a good way to put it. Except more like adding in like shows like Supernatural, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, very much big monster or creature or something bad going on that normal people don't exactly know how to deal with, and people who do coming to fix it. This one puts a little bit of a twist on it, as we will not be hunting down a mystery. These lovely individuals will be thrown headfirst into one. All of the characters have a similar concept, something they all have skills in. And in this particular case, for this particular one-shot, it's cooking and baking. Which is exactly why each and every one of them has been invited to an interdimensional cooking challenge. To act as a team for a holiday special unlike any of them have ever been a part of before. Each of them has received a letter. Being as popular and well known in the cooking world as they are, this isn't out of the ordinary. Getting invites to different shows, different challenges or whatnot usually doesn't come in this form. So most of the time it's an email that goes to maybe a manager or someone they know who invites them. This one comes directly to them and is sealed with a wax stamp. All it simply says is, would you like to enter a holiday cooking challenge that is beyond anything you have ever been a part of before? What would be your answers?
I don't know why, but I just picture my character kind of looking at it for a second and kind of thinking, like she's an old lady. You don't know what I've been through. Throws it aside.
So you throw it aside.
And then after a minute, she goes back. She looks at it. She goes, "Could be fun."
So there's one.
So Klaus looks at the invitation, and he looks around to his private kitchen where he is doing the last of his preparations for for all of his holiday deliveries he's going to have to be doing. And he looks at his sous chef and he goes, "I am taking a vacation." He turns on a heel and walks
That's
out.
two.
I think Arena gets this letter whenever she's in the middle of working on some kind of concoction, and someone just it just slides into view, because I'm assuming this is a magical letter, most likely.
Perhaps.
Takes off the goggles, puts them on top of her head, puts on her reading glasses, and reads through the letter. Looks at the lab full of unfinished things that she's not quite finished for the local restaurants. Looks at the letter again. Procrastination! Yes!
That's three.
I think just based on Eldritch's background, they probably get this letter right after having won a different cooking competition. And so it like does a little dramatic fall into their hand because they're extra. They open it up, they read it, and they go, "I'll beat this one too." And walk right off.
So, one thing everyone always does whenever they're going from one room or another is walk through a door. After whether saying it verbally or just thinking it, yes, I want to do this. I am interested in this, in some form or fashion. As you go through the next door, you get the sensation that builds up here. Everyone knows it. It builds and builds and builds. A sneeze. Powerful. The kind that just makes you scrunch up, eyes shut. You unleash a sneeze. And when you open your eyes, you're not in the room that you were just about to go into. You can hear the cheering of crowds. You're seemingly backstage. And now, all together.
Did I have an aneurysm? Am I dead? It's not the way I expected to go out.
If you're dead, I'm dead. Which doesn't rule it out, but
Did I sneeze to death? Oh no. Oh hi! Hi bestie. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you? Did we all like sneeze to? There's another
Mr.
one.
Schluck werden spasti flicker. Oh,
Kenzutai?
sorry. I do not like being teleported.
What's a teleport? Like Star Trek?
No.
Are we Trekkies?
No. What is Trekkie?
You don't know Star Trek until... Well, actually, I shouldn't say. Have you watched the original? Because the original's, like, way ahead of its time.
I do not. What are you? Why are we here?
I don't know you. I know that one.
I know her. Pointing to Liz's character, and he just goes, "I have missed you."
Are you guys like lovers?
No, nothing that weird. I just want to.
He's got a weird obsession with me. I usually just wind up hitting him with my walker. It's fine.
Is he a simp?
What's a simp?
a really big fan.
Probably.
A gilf chaser.
I respect that, honestly.
Hmm.
He says, he looks at you all and he says, "Gilf?
Grandma, I'd like to fuck.
Oh, I never thought of that. But no, I don't think so. No. She just smells of ginger and cinnamon and sugar, and maybe I have this thing where I might want to eat her, but that's.
Did you know?
I have been
okay,
very good. I've only bitten you twice.
It's okay. It's if you have a boar kink, that's on you, and that's okay. They make chew toys for that. I know a guy.
Grandma chew toys?
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there who has a boar kink and a gilf kink. I probably know them too, honestly.
You lived a very interesting life.
I do. Hi, I'm Irina. I own the Emotional Brewers. We work with different kitchens, and we cook up some really good emotions to top with your meals. You want to feel something, you want to feel more, feel less. I can make you feel it all.
Interesting.
It's true. I feel nothing. She helps me a lot.
Yeah.
You feel nothing.
No.
You seem very excited about feeling nothing. That excitement is something.
You think I get told I'm very bubbly, but there's nothing behind.
Honestly, I really do think that they just mirror what they see. It's like a learned response to adapt, like masking, but not like masking.
But like masking, but not like masking.
Masking,
Yeah.
but not.
So, if we are all here, and I hold up do I still have the paper, by the way, the invitation?
You go to pull it out, it's gone.
It's like,
It was literally just in your hands.
I had a invitation to a contest. I do not. I am not. I don't know where it went.
Did we have to die to enter the contest? Did we sneeze ourselves to death into a cooking competition? That's cool. I haven't done that before.
Are we in hell or purgatory or is there a religion around cooking that we went to the afterlife?
Well, some people might believe so in some cases. And in walks an individual, very, very finely dressed, a tailcoat. Their skin almost looks glossomer.
Did we
With
have any type
bright
of?
golden eyes, just appeared out of nowhere.
That's what I was gonna ask. Klaus just spins around, and as he spins around, he kind of bulks up and grows a bit, and claws sprout out of his fingers.
Now, my fine furry friend, there's no need for that. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad you all accepted the invitation, though I will say it is unlike many chefs from your world to accept so quickly.
We have.
Most pick-
I have no reason to feel threatened. And he reverts back and he says, "But I was anxious to get away from my kitchen, as it's all monotony and work this time of year."
Oh, don't worry. We will have plenty and also none of that this evening.
No work? I thought we were coming to cook.
Oh, I didn't say that.
You talk real fancy words. I'm into that. What kind of do you use to get the? Is it indie? Is it small company?
Let's just say creativity itself
Sexy.
was put into the strings. The very concept woven in the tapestry.
That's hot.
Oh Lord, see, nothing like that exists.
I wish to welcome you all to the show and give you a little bit of an overview of the proceedings. I know quite a many of you have been on cooking competitions before. The fans in the audience are already seeing small reels of that from each of your respective histories. Getting amped up for the show to come.
So are we competing against each other?
No. As a matter of fact, as you are all from the same world, you will be working together as a team against a duo that has yet to be beaten.
We play against only 2 with 4 of us.
They have ways to bring in friends to aid them. As to some of the other competitors that come to these very, very doors, this is a unconventional time of year where many of similar celebrations tend to coincide across many realms. So it is an excellent time for such competitions as this.
You know, I always wondered how I'd fulfill my prophecy. You know, that's just cooking on my world. That's not gonna do it. But this makes so much sense. Are we dead?
Oh, you are not dead.
Oh, perfect. Great.
Oh,
Plan
good.
can
The
still work.
grandkids slip me something. I'm
We have
ripping it
not
there.
had a death on this show in eons. And at least when we put in the initial rule that helps prevent that from happening. Before that, yes, there was the occasional death. And then there was one time someone died and then their body was taken, their teammates, and worked into the meal. That was interesting, to say the least. They won.
Please not.
I was going to ask
sure
if
it was
they
a
won.
pretty vote.
Waste not, want not. Makes sense.
If I die, you can put me in the meal. I probably taste real good.
There will be none of that here, thankfully. The rules have been edited far since then to prevent such mishaps. We want people to be able to return back to their arts after the show, after all. And who knows, maybe reappear as a guest, maybe reappear as a judge.
Interesting. What is the price? If there is one.
The prize, other than being able to take this sort of experience home with you, is the ability to tap into the most unique concepts of flavors. Be able to weave things together as one never has before. With a very special set of tools. Brand new utensils capable of doing the impossible. At least in your respective worlds.
So we're like going from, oh God, what is it? What was that thing called? We're going from like the big room of like computer servers to like a little one.
Not
In,
sure
like,
what you mean by
advancements.
compute. This is not something we have in my realm.
Do you have the internet? I'll tell you about the internet later. You mentioned like utensils. Do we like have equipment here we can use? Because I didn't bring my kit with me.
But of course, anything that you have previously used in any of your previous ventures, you will be able to find in the kitchen. At least on your half.
Maybe we should go over the rules. The rules.
Of course. There are but 4. Rule number 1. Competitors are forbidden from altering the food by addition or reduction of the opposing team. We had far too many summon something to sacrifice itself in the food pot and spoil the meal. Makes it an unfair game. Same thing with reducing things, using magic to take out a key ingredient and ruin the recipe. It's cooking competition. Ruins it when you're not cooking. The second rule was, as previously stated, reinstated a few eons ago. Competitors are forbidden from causing physical or mortal harm to the opposing competitors. We want all the chefs to be able to go home and resume their lives after the competition. The third, as many beings have the ability to do so, hirelings and minions are welcome to the stage, but the protections that competitors are entitled to are not extended to them. They enter or are summoned at their own risk. And fourthly, and finally, it is up to myself to enforce these rules. However, should a rule not be broken by technicality, it can be contested and perhaps even overruled.
I can psychologically torment them. Cool. Good.
Nothing against it in the rules. Though just remember, you never know who your competition might be. They might like it.
And when do we find out who our fellow competitors are?
When the competition starts, the audiences will know who is on each team, but the other team will not until the competition begins. Keeps things more interesting.
Yay.
Oh, where's the pizzazz, the enthusiasm?
I don't feel it.
Talk to me when you lived through the 60s and 70s, kid.
This will be a difficult competition for you all then. Would you like to know the theme early?
Yeah. How much practice time do we have? Like,
To come up with the concept on the spot. But seeing as I'm the adjudicator of the rules and the opposing side is quite stacked, I am willing to give a little bit of a heads up. The theme is holiday spirit.
No.
I am so glad you're here.
There will be 4 judges, each one judging on something different. You will not know who the judges are till both teams have finished preparing their dishes. Upon which all the judges will give a taste, as is normal in many competitions in your world, and give their thoughts.
Do we know any of the judges?
Oh, I'm sure you do. You just don't know who the judges are.
I know, but I was trying to discern if they were celebrities from our worlds or other worlds that we may have heard of.
They are celebrities on many worlds. Many people know them, though never by the same name.
like Sir Patrick Stewart.
He is of... what is that little planet called? Earth? No, that's not it. He's from your world.
Yes.
Is he not?
Earth.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes.
Sometimes.
That is a strange spelling. Needs more accent marks to ensure pronunciation. Nonetheless, I must go and inform the other team they just arrived. The show will start in 5 minutes. So,
Oh, before you go, can I have your name?
as much as I know within your customs on this earth as it is normal, we don't do that here. Much power in a name. And he'll just vanish.
Bye.
So
Oh, he's magic.
are we just supposed to say, "Hey, guy"?
Our lovely host.
He almost seems to just half of his upper body just appears out of nowhere, like in the cartoons when someone sees somebody just lean behind a pole. You may refer to me as the judge, and back behind whatever it was.
I thought there was multiple judges.
No, that's who's eating the food. That's like the rule keeper.
So, just to make sure I understood what he said. He said that the judges were multiple, and he said he is the judge. So, contradiction.
Yes.
Then he said that there were lots of rules, and then there were 4.
I think you're overthinking it a bit too much. You just need to vibe and go with the flow.
Also, who are you?
Oh, I apologize. I am Klaus Wagner.
Eldritch. It's nice to meet you.
He shakes your hand. He's like, I am the European dessert chef winner for the past 3 years.
Congratulations.
You should make a set of kitchen mixers if you get a good brand deal.
I don't think I would be not open to that, but I don't really do engineering as a profession. I do.
No,
baking and
you just slap your
confectionery.
name on one that you really like a model.
Oh, well,
Yeah. It's nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. He says, and you are again
Arena.
Arena, and what? And you make food into emotion, or
No,
emotion into
I-
food.
I put emotions in food. I'm an emotion brewer. I own a brewery. I work with Eldritch a
Oh.
lot.
Oh,
My top client, my favorite, my bestie.
well, that is good to know. There's some familiarity there, and that always helps. He says,
Grandma?
I've worked with on occasions. It hasn't always gone smoothly, but I think we have a decent working understanding of each other.
I'm Agnes. You two, and she'll point at the Eldritch and Arena. You both can call me Grandma.
Okay.
Still Agnes for you. Haven't forgiven you for that last bite. I think it's scarred.
He says, it's very interesting that you have not experienced any symptoms. Fangs, claws, running around naked on the full moon.
What, you got rabies or something?
I'm a werewolf.
I think he's a furry. It's okay though.
That would
I don't
make
think
sense.
it's contagious.
Could be a Therian. There are some options there.
Yeah. It really, the furry, the boar, the gilf,
It makes sense. Yes,
yeah.
I feel like I'm being judged.
you
No,
are.
That's not my job. That's the judge's job.
I'm judging you.
Well,
She's nice enough that she won't.
I don't want to judge people. I want to just vibe with people, It's better to get a read on what emotions they fit their palate better. But so you're a pastry chef,
I'm a dessert
Eldritch.
chef.
dessert chef, and you won the big cook-off in Europe for it. So you're really good because you got invited here. Eldritch is Eldritch and a fucking badass. Grandma, what is your your thing? What do you vibe with? What's your specialty?
Screaming at people. Malign cook.
I respect that
They-
on a spiritual level.
They understate their effectiveness. If there is anyone who can run a kitchen, they can.
I also have the best chicken soup in about 3 counties. Exactly.
It is-
Can you be an actual grandma?
not entirely unsure this isn't something that my grandkids slipped into my food this time.
I can give you something so much better. Have you ever tasted pure, unadulterated disgust?
This ham tastes of despair.
Sam takes
Exactly.
the disdain.
Like, when we get back after winning this, because like Eldritch is on our teams and you're on our team and like Wolfie's on our team, we're gonna be solid. I know it.
I can't lose. Sylvie can't lose. We're going
Yeah.
to do great.
I have faith in all of you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Which is funny because I'm an atheist.
You don't need to believe in a higher power to believe in people.
Oh no, I believe in a higher power, the power to get high.
I also like that power.
Yeah. That's why we have airplanes.
Hmm.
But like holiday theme, like do they have holidays on other like planets?
The judge said that it was a universal theme, so I'm assuming that they do.
So we like make something based on a holiday. But which one? There's like more than 5.
Well, what holiday elicits the most emotion?
I mean, holidays elicit a lot of emotions.
But let's take an example. Valentine's Day. Very specific emotion based on the feelings of love and lust. For the most part.
I sell out of like love, lust, melancholy, heartbreak.
On
and-
Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Why would
You've
they-
never wanted to like just end a relationship so you just slip a little bit of heartbreak into their candy?
I don't do that to Candy. Candy should never be sad.
Listen, they're paying customers. I don't judge them. That's on them, not me. I'm just the brewer.
Understandable, but at the same time, I make what I enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're like a dessert chef. So, like,
Yes.
are we doing Valentine's Day?
No, I was thinking of something more complicated. Something along the lines of the general end of year holidays, Yule, the New Year. Something that is designed both around companionship and family version, as well as renewal and rejuvenation and rebirth.
It's better than my idea. I was going to say we could do Walpurgis Not.
Who's doing Krampus? So what I can bring to the dishes is I can create any type of dessert dish we wish. One of my specialties is actually spun sugar art. So if we would like to do any type of presentation with that, I can do that. Everything else I will leave to waiting until we've decided on a theme to begin attempting to submit ideas. And I will listen to any ideas you have. Sweet tea special. Love you too, Tom.
Yay for you. Wow. I got a really good back crack out of that, so I'm actually very happy.
Hey, like, ooh, that felt good.
Got my spine realigned or leaves today, so that was nice.
Oh, I need that. I need that badly. Scoliosis, a slight case of scoliosis is a bitch. I could probably be 6'5" if that was fixed.
I'm not going much.
You guys want to see a real tragedy? I was printing out one of my dragons today, and it got finished, and it looked gorgeous. And then I went to take it off the plate, and it snapped.
Oh.
There's supposed to be a bunch of dragon after that, but
It's a baby.
it's a wounded baby. He's a wounded.
I'll
baby.
love him.
Here's the other half of him. Look how long it was.
I love him.
You want me to send him to you, Cove?
I will love him.
Okay.
Use them
Oh.
back together.
Cove has become the new Dottie.
The new Dottie.
I am that person who will go into like stores and will find them like misshapen, banged up, fucked up looking stuffed animal, and that's the one that I'm like, you're coming home with me. It's you. So all of my stuffed animals are so fucked, and I love them all dearly.
This fits you perfectly.
It's wonderful.
We ADHD so hard.
So
I feel-
as you all are talking, let's see what this would be. I want everyone to roll sharp.
Oh shit, we need dice.
Ooh.
Yes, you need dice.
We're
Yes.
playing a role-playing game. We need dice.
Hey, GM, do you want to tell us how dice work in Monster of the Week?
So for Monster of the Week, you need 2d6. When rolling, you add them together and add the appropriate statistic, of which there are 5.
Okay.
Charm, cool, sharp, tough, and weird. In this case, they are rolling sharp.
Mhm.
If I remember correctly, and I will try
Baby
to
dice.
find the exact... Let's see.
Ah,
Gotta find the exact right page so I can verify this real
And-
quick.
I'll be rolling my dice in our hideously horrible, incredibly gorgeous new Terror Dice Tower that we're going to be putting up on our TikTok shop. Do 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 do.
Let's see, where is it?
Eh.
So,
And I have a 0 sharp, so I've got mine.
on, I believe it is 7 to 9, it is a success. On a 10 plus, it is treated as a great success, usually with additional things being told or found out. And on a 6 and below, it is treated as a failure, but with a unique twist. Failing is the only way you gain experience. Failure is the best teacher. And with enough experience, you can get new gifts, new abilities, or even boosts to other stats. So, I'll go from top to bottom from what I can see here.
Mm-hmm.
Ray,
I rolled an 8, and I have plus 0 to sharp, so
there we go. Co,
7. I have a -1, so I rolled an 8 and 7.
okay, still success. Bliss,
I rolled a 7, but I have a +1 to sharp, so that is an 8.
also success. Diamond,
Come on, Diamond, keep it straight.
I also rolled a 7, but I have a +1 to sharp, so I have an 8.
yay!
there you go. So everyone sees this. As the roar from the crowd starts to pick up, indicating it will soon begin. You all have been talking with Grant, and you notice something up above in the rafters. First, there's just like 2 big, round, red orbs. And you see them slightly moving. Then you hear a very, very light flutter as the orbs move to the ground. And then, seemingly, whatever it is stands back up at full height. It's pitch black. It's blending in with the darkness very, very, very well. It approaches in almost like a skittering, zigzagging pattern and comes up to you all. And you guys just hear a voice. I am absolutely thrilled that individuals from my realm are competing this year. It looks like a giant, as it comes into the light, it looks humanoid, but also like a giant moth.
Mothman, there's no need to feel down, I said, Mothman. Pick that man off the ground, I said, Mothman.
Are you like the Mothman?
Yeah, that is what people call me. When I'm originally from, they call me. But that is very hard to pronounce.
Could you say that again? Mothman.
Ikowi? I went to your statue that's like in some like plaza for your festival, and I totally rubbed your statue's butt for good luck. So I hope it brings me good luck in this competition.
Many people do that. Oh, you're
Maybe
a
you
hugger.
could try rubbing his actual butt.
Come. I wish you best of luck on the competition. It is fierce out there this year. I knew the hells were bad, but whew,
The hells?
the hells. There are multiple hells.
No, I understand, but what are you from the hells?
Oh, no. I am not from the hells. The other team is from the hells.
So they're hot.
Some people think so, some people don't. Some people find that horrifying. And then there's the religious types. We don't talk about those ones.
Right.
Well, I think we all look forward to meeting our competition.
Yes, we are actually in luck. Some of the judges actually are very, very, very prominent on our home, which is good.
Okay.
They will show no mercy.
Okay.
They are very, very, very impartial. It is of the utmost importance. Play to the team as close as possible. Many people try to make the best meal. Bad idea. Stick to the team as best you can. You cannot lose. They have a habit of showing off too much.
Right.
And then trying to mess with the other team too much sometimes causes infighting. Funny is the hells to watch, but
Are
No,
you
it's always
on our team?
no, I'm just consider me almost like a coach. It is my job in this particular show, this particular time, to just help prep the team before they go out there.
Ah, you are a producer.
I believe that is what
Go with that.
is what we call it where I'm from.
Gotcha. Okay, so we have our theme, right? It's holidays.
Yes,
And
yes,
like,
the holidays,
yes.
holiday spirit.
So like, I think you said Yule. You want to do like Yule time, renewal, like togetherness.
I think that is a very good complex theme that we can build off of because
That
it has
is-
a lot of layers.
Right. Cool.
That is very, very good. Good. One, two in particular may actually, they all may like that.
Okay.
Good play.
Grandma?
Holiday spirit together. You said you put emotions into the food, you said?
Yeah, that's what I'm good at.
I mean,
You can do
grandma, so it's different, but like, why not focus on that?
The emotions of renewal holidays.
Emotions of the holidays.
All right. Well, there's like a lot of them, but like we could do like, oh no, Eldridge. What's that thing you made on that one show with like that one guy where he like almost set his kitchen on fire because that was like the job of the show, but like you made a thing.
The turducken.
Yeah. We
I
can
have
make
heard
like.
of this.
What if we like
It's like the
deconstruct?
jackalope.
No.
If we
No.
deconstruct it, it's nothing more than a turkey, a chicken, a duck.
But we can do that. What if we like don't really like make a turducken, but like make a mini layered idea, but like we do the emotions of the holidays, but we stick with like outwardly whenever you like look at it, we'll do like the Yule theme with like renewal and all of that because it's very like eye-catching, maybe. Lots of desserts, lots of pastries, lots of like
So
grandma.
like an afternoon tea.
Yeah.
I actually.
It already sounds like a better idea than what the Yellow Man did one day, where he blended animals together while they were still alive and then cooked them.
Oh.
Yeah.
That just sounds
Yellow
like what
man.
people do to lobsters.
What is the yellow man?
Oh. You do not want to know. The more you know, the worse it gets.
I will accept that.
I like being oblivious. It's nice.
The show is about to start. I wish you the best of luck. I will be in the audience cheering for you whole way.
I'm rubbing your butt in my mind consensually, if you allow it.
Wait,
But just the harm. He'll literally just turn.
Stick his
Grandma?
butt out.
wait. Before you leave, I have to. My grandkids taught me I'm not supposed to just assume people's pronouns, so I have to ask what you like.
Food?
No. Or you like, do you he? Do you they? Do you something different?
I am.
So that's
My
your pronoun too.
Yeah.
What I am?
Okay, we're just gonna refer to that. We're just gonna Mothman constantly,
Yeah.
and then she will pinch
Good
Mothman's
idea.
butt.
Pinch
Lorena just like pat.
It's very fluffy.
It's fine.
Just
Just gonna poke the butt.
you poke the butt.
it's like, you know, those like super the moths that are just like super fluff. I can't remember what they're called.
Is it?
Klaus just gives it a
Is-
respectful pat as he walks by.
Is it like? Oh my god! When I poke it, is it like trying to poke an owl, where you don't think they're too fluffy, but it just goes
Yes.
because they have so much fat? Oh my god!
It's like it's a weird fuzz, but it's like chinchilla almost in like softness and fluffiness level.
Okay, I'm following.
Yeah.
Good butt.
Thank you, Mothman. We feel like we will be the ones to win because you're our producer, coach,
You can,
emotional support cryptid.
you can do this.
Yes,
Yes.
there's literally no other option. Going forward.
Following.
You guys hear from the stairs. And now to welcome the second team. And when you look again, Mothman is gone. Vanished into the ether.
There's no need to fear down.
Mothman. How can we lose? We have a forebearer of doom and destruction as our coach. It's so great.
I mean, I also physically cannot lose. So, we're going to do great.
Yeah.
Tell M she cannot be on two streams at once.
Can't be on two streams at once, honey. Ray says you can't be on two streams at once. Bad.
You're on ours now.
You're on one.
That reaction was
Great
so
timing,
perfectly
Kenny.
timed.
I know. You can't pay for shit like that. Which is why M gets nothing.
So, the curtains open,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear the, as he called himself, the judge, go, "Our competitors from Earth, come on out."
I instantly start walking out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like smoke and flashes and stuff?
Oh, yeah. And when everyone comes out, much like many cooking shows, there is a fully stocked kitchen, a line down the middle separating from a separate kitchen.
I'm so sorry. I heard fully stocked pigeon.
Pigeon? You're still stuck on
Ah,
yesterday.
God
Please
damn,
continue.
pigeons.
Well,
Military psyops, all of them. No, I'm kidding.
as I was instructed many times yesterday, dusky turtle dove.
some respect on its name.
The kitchen itself is immaculate. It is gorgeous. Probably one of the best kitchens you've ever had for a competition. And then you see the other side past the line. The kitchen looks to the same degree, just as functional, but much more gnarly. The metals look almost burnt.
The dirtiness shows a lack of discipline. And the fact that it looks like the kitchen has already been on fire once speaks well for our chances.
And as you look into the audience, it's like odd. Because every single one of the individuals looks like something out of either a dream or a nightmare. Grotesque monstrosities, or the most beautiful creature you've ever seen. Wisps of energy and globs of goo. Any shape or form you can think of is in the audience, cheering excitedly. Even some beings that just looking at them seems to make your head spin.
Any shape?
Any shape.
Eldritch
Woodstock all over again.
points out to the audience. There's a penis.
There is, in fact, one that just seems to be constantly shifting shape, and the moment you say that, for a moment, it takes the exact shape and then starts shifting again. As if its entire being is just the imagination of someone else's mind influencing its shape.
That must be exhausting. I'm gonna.
And
go-
that's when you see the other team.
Okay.
There's only two of them. Their skin is a little bit more of a reddish tone. Arching horns for one of them. The other one looks to be what almost looks like covered in bandages. Glowing green eyes. And a pure white chef's clothes. The other one is wearing what looks to be more like a buttoned up shirt that's rolled up, pants, and a black apron. But their faces are what are the most striking. You look up to the announcement board showing off the two teams and their names, and their specialties. And you just see the names: the Elder Lich, Ramses Gordon,
I hate you.
I love this.
and the Flay Demon, Bobby.
This.
Go throw yourself off of something. But not actually. We don't encourage that.
Bitch, we
mean,
all know
he-
I'd bounce.
It's true. He would.
And unfortunately,
He would bounce off the bakery.
I hate you. God
Vengeance
damn it.
is mine.
I've gotten so far
We
today
just
without hearing that.
we just need to make Sam dress as Mothman now.
Dun dun dun.
There's no
Sam,
need to
you have a requirement cosplay for Gen Con.
I do not have that kind of budget.
Oh, you can't say no to Cove.
If I could and had the time, I would. But if
I'll
I'm
make
still
it
at this
happen.
courage,
I'll make it
me-
happen.
I'll help.
I'll also help.
Shit. Well, if I'm having outside help, I can't really say no now, can I?
What if we fundraise for it? Can that be a goal?
Please.
I need to figure out what a reasonable goal would be for it, and then
I need to
how to
find
pull it off.
giant
'Cause
black
there is one
moth
thing I
wings.
don't have,
I
and
know
that
you can
is
find
the
them.
knowledge or skill of how to do a cosplay like that. If it was armor like the Mando cosplay, I could pull it off. No problem.
No, I already
It's
have
just a
links,
body,
Sam.
a black body unitard in black.
I already have links.
I already
You
have
don't
links.
have to go looking.
Sweet tea special
Sweet tea special again?
from your wife.
Oh, I feel attacked.
Also, I accidentally made myself cry on command, so now I'm all teary
That is fair.
because of
But it is
Mothman.
something we can. It is definitely something that we can look into, because that would be hilarious. And running around freaking Gen Con as Mothman, messing with people, would be hysterically
It
fun.
would be depending on the actual how bad the weather is this time. You might actually be the only person comfortable.
Why do you say that?
Because you'll be wearing a full body unitard, and the rest of us will be wearing like layers. T-shirts.
I mean, I'll probably
backpacks.
have something underneath that, just that for multiple reasons. But yes,
Mothman. There's no reason to that.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now. I'm not upset about it either.
I'm gonna
And not
send
in
it
the
to,
slightest.
I'll send it to the group
I
too.
keep-
Just make sure
I keep
everyone
on
can find
I
it.
keep on clipping it every time you guys start singing it.
There's gonna be a compilation by the end of it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm just doing the 30-second clips.
So, the judge addresses the crowd. It's like, our contestants are set. They're judges. For the team from Earth, let me make sure I'm pronouncing this right. And you see Mothman just appear out of nowhere, right there, center stage, giving a large bow. The crowd going crazy.
Every time.
It's like,
He is a producer and he's one of our judges.
and helping to represent the team from the Hells, a returning guest, one taking the role of coach rather than contestant. And he says a name, and it's almost like your brain just scrambles it. I need everyone. We're gonna go, let's see, what role would best do this?
If it's
We're
going
gonna
to...
do a weird role.
Oh, interesting. Ooh.
Need to check something.
Holy crap.
Hey, Sam.
What you got?
While I roll this,
Can I also roll, since I'm rolling weird, to see something that is revealed about my immediate future?
That you can utilize those abilities.
I rolled a 14.
14. Ooh. Your
Damn.
Your brain would not be scrambled by this.
Roll a 9. 7 plus 2.
You wouldn't quite recognize the exact name, but you would have an idea of who this is. Liz?
Flat 8. I have 0 in weird. But I
Flat
rolled
8. You would still get a concept. And code.
so that is a dirty 12. And that also means on a 10 plus, the keeper will reveal a useful detail about the coming mystery.
That is perfect. So we'll start with those who passed, which will be, in this case, Liz and Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
This is an eldritch being. An eldritch being is their coach. But you're not entirely sure which one, or if this is even one you know. For Ray and Cobe, however, you focus on the name being said, and it's like the image of them sharpens. You know exactly who that is, and that's the scary thing. Their coach is Cthulhu.
People want to fuck him.
Was Niall.
There's a whole song about it. I fucked Cthulhu good.
As well, you get a vision of something, Cope.
Fucking Cthulhu.
You see a quick glimpse
You're being handed a trophy. It says the deep one.
of Klaus stepping away from his station for a moment to get something. And a pair of small red hands swapping out his utensils for ones that seem to be made of gleaming silver. And the vision ends. Diamond.
I would like to have Arena use Third Eye. When you read a bad situation, you can open up your Third Eye for a moment to take in extra information. And then I take a +1 hold on any result of a 7 or more. So I'd like to read that situation while looking at our competitors.
Ooh, so what would you roll for reading the bad situation? I believe that would be sharp, if I'm correct.
I think
Unless you have an ability that allows you to use something else.
Nope, I think it's just sharp. That's fine.
Alrighty. Give me a sharp roll.
11. 2 5s and a 1.
2 5s and a 1. Very
2 5s
good.
+1.
2 5 plus 1.
Yes, 2 5s +1.
You can clearly see who the competition is embodying. You know their level of skill. But your gut tells you, by the way they keep looking at each other, that they don't necessarily like each other. And that they're more focused on showiness and presentation.
Gotcha.
Something that you have seen before initially in someone else.
We're besties, right?
What?
We're besties, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Cool. Cool. We should be fine. We should be fine. And because I rolled above a 7, I get a +1 hold.
Yes.
Trish looks over, just like, what? What's happening? I was going back to mumble singing about Mothman.
The announcer steps up. It's like, the teams will now have a moment to acquaint themselves with our kitchen before we start the first act. The Mad Dash. And he points back as you see a wall open up. And there is just a humongous pantry.
Can any of you
Bill.
catch?
I can block.
2 or 3 of you, all of you, get find the tablecloth or something and spread it out between you.
Wow.
Because, and I like literally move insanely fast and like this is from one side of you to the other, because I can move that fast, and so I can get over there. And,
I have an idea.
I can get over there and start throwing things to you.
Wait, Sam, can I use my ability? Oops.
Oops.
What does oops do?
If you want to stumble across something important, tell the keeper. You will find something important and useful, though not necessarily related to your immediate problems.
Ooh,
The mundane has some weird shit.
something useful stumbled upon. Stumble upon something useful.
And Diamond, real quick, you did not mention to Klaus about the tools.
Eldritch.
Oh, that's Eldritch. Eldritch had that vision. Sorry,
Eldritch.
Eldritch. You didn't mention to Klaus about the tools being taken.
Not yet. There hasn't been time.
No, I just making sure.
Eldritch would at one point, like while they're getting set up before things start, would go into Klaus and just be like, "Tiny red hands are gonna switch your tools at some point. If you don't catch it, I will later," and then just walk away.
This is good to know. If I will kill them.
Okay.
List. You're getting accustomed to the kitchen. And you do, in fact, stumble across something. It's something that may be overlooked. Because, it may not entirely look like it's coming there, that it's useful initially, unless there's an issue. You find what looks to be a fire extinguisher.
Oh, good.
But it looks, as you feel it, it feels super light. And it's, as you look at it more closely, you can see runes form on it for a minute. Then you see a symbol stamped on the side of it. Looks like a very decorative letter M.
God damn it, Sam. I'm not unsurprised. I was expecting him to show up at some point. When you know the person too well.
And while the group is having time to learn of their kitchen, learn of where everything is, get set up, it's an excellent time for us to take a quick break, fill up our waters, run to the restroom, tuck in loved ones, or have a loved one scream at us for letting the players touch Mothman's butt, and then come on back
I also asked
to
his
enjoy the
pronouns.
second act.
They did ask the pronouns. They did.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Pronouns are just unpronounceable.
We will be back in 10, so we'll see you then. And we are back. Sorry about the little bit longer break than normal, folks. I had to take care of a little something, but thank you very much for your patience. Sam, it's back to you, sir.
Alrighty. Both teams have got to know their kitchens. Both teams knows where all the tools is, all the utensils, all the powered elements, which have no wires going to them, but work all the same. All of the what would the term be for this? Not anemones. I'll think of the word.
Appliances?
All of the there we go. That's the word. Appliances. All the appliances have an emboldened and decorative M stamped on them.
I'm more used to Vulcan.
Are they like gifts from Mothman?
Oh, gifts from Mothman. I suppose
No.
there are benefits to grabbing his butt.
Did Mothman become our like kitchen sugar daddy?
Not quite.
No, that's somebody else.
So have we even decided what we're preparing?
We're making a different versions of the house.
Okay,
I
that was...
can understand moth language, but even I didn't understand that.
Ichigo.
Ichigo!
Ichigo is the one causing the chaos.
Ichigo, fish the
That's
internet.
why the internet is going crazy.
Ichigo, fish the internet.
Ichigo, cute.
Ichigo says, no brain cells. Sorry.
Look, you can't expect an orange cat to have the brain cell. Come on.
So, what were you trying to say, though?
Oh, sorry. Irina is basically asking if we've settled on our theme, being the peach tray with the promotions of the holidays.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, I do think we do have settled on that. What do you want? How do we want to do each tier?
Well, I don't really like celebrate holidays. I just kind of work because good business days.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma?
Well, if we're going to set it up like a usual tea tray, bottom tier would be savory stuff. Sandwiches, small bite-sized appetizers, that sort of thing. Middle tier is scones. Top tier, sweet stuff.
If it's scones, I need to get started on the bases right away. He says we can decide on flavors as I go, but I need to make the bases now. So I'm going to step over and start doing that. He says for the cookie portion of it. He's like, when we get to the cookies, once I get the base made, we can season it and color it as we want for flavor, and then I have to make the cream filling, and that's simple. So it's just the cookie that is.
Right. We have to do like a mad haberdashery. I think they said. Is that the right one?
Close enough.
All right.
Wait, we still didn't find a tablecloth or anything, though, right?
You were able to find one.
Okay. Grandma has tied the corners to her walker.
Take a look.
Here, you can just throw stuff into this.
Obviously, I'm not going to throw eggs or other perishables, but, if we are going to be doing sandwiches, we're going to need a lot of cold cuts. Do you want anything special? Are we making chicken salad? Do I need to get whole fryers? What's going on? And are we doing full sandwiches, or are we doing lady fingers?
I think Grandma wants to keep her fingers.
Damn, you caught that.
I would prefer to keep my fingers. I do need those for cutting.
Yeah. Eldritch is good at that kind of stuff. Eldritch is like good at making like really intricate like savory stuff. And it usually is very flavorful, but like I handle like the emotion bits. So I can put like the emotions into like the frosting for like cookies or like condiments that go on like sandwiches. I could put more like an additive
Mhm.
and then like
Gotcha. He says, so I will just let me know what you want. Give me a list that I can get you all the ingredients you want and need from the pantry, and I will get it. I will get it to you quickly. Mainly Ariel.
So you're the announcer say, it's like, each team will have 5 minutes to continue discussing their concept. The moment that clock reaches 0, the mad dash for the materials begins.
All right. So we basically have 5 minutes to get this list together. So I get out a piece of paper. What do you need, Eldritch?
Points over to Grandma. And Arena just like, my head is empty. They tell me what I need, and I do it.
How are you with steak au poivre?
I can do anything.
right.
Literally.
All right, we
Anything.
can do that. We can do that as one of the canapes.
is that what the
Ooh.
tablecloth's for? A canopy?
No, we made this into a basket so that Wolfie Boy over there can just toss stuff that's not delicate into here and
Gotcha.
push it back.
Gotcha.
Oh, could do something with duck. Oh, get duck breast instead of chicken. We'll do a duck salad.
Nah.
Duck salad. Where?
I'm calling the stream now. That just got too foul. It's over.
Wow.
We done ducked up.
Don't be a chicken.
No. This is horrible. Okay, so yes, duck breasts. Got it. What else? Yes, they have 2 of them. Sometimes 6, but those are mutants.
See if they have any of that really stanky blue cheese, the Stilton.
I will look for it.
Could do a savory cheesecake. I didn't spend way too much time doing research today. Right. This is my list of ideas.
Do we just say that you give me that list?
Yes.
No, because there's way
Yes.
too many things on this list.
No, there's not.
I mean, there's nothing saying the entire meal can't be a bunch of smaller things. all
That's
put
exactly what
together.
tea is.
Yeah.
We're doing them all.
Mhm.
Okay, we're doing them all.
Yeah.
All right.
So Grandma relays the list.
hmm
Um,
I write it all down so I can have it.
and then
Send
Arena.
Send a photo of the list.
If you can read it, I'll be impressed.
Arena basically lists off like herbal ingredients, which are very common household herbs and whatnot.
hmm
High proof alcohol.
I fully.
And-
Alcohol. I heard that part.
Yeah.
High proof alcohol.
high proof alcohol and herbs. Like just a general list of like normal kitchen herbs.
hmm
And then just explains, I'm just gonna distill some emotions and it will be fine. And do my thing in my section. And whenever you guys are done, I'll put all the stuff in for mine and assembly.
I'll let you know when I'm ready to fold the everything into the actual cream fillings for the scones.
Yeah.
And I am going to work on some. If we have time, and I should have time, I'm going to work on some actual glass sculpture, some sugar glass sculpture, to kind of like frame each one of the tiers. And we'll be going to get them down, and so I think we're good to go. So I go get up on the line. I'm assuming there's a line for me to start from.
Yep. And as soon as you get ready, you see the clock click down. You hear a strange horn.
Strange.
And you see
That would be the cosmic horror.
I'm right here.
So I am activating
see-
I'm activating my preternatural speed and my unholy strength.
Ooh. Perfect. That will definitely help.
And I grab the
I
walker
am-
and I go.
I am gonna go ahead and activate the shield spell onto him.
What's that do?
When you protect someone, gain 2 armor against any harm that is transferred to you. This doesn't stack with your any other armor if necessary.
And I don't
So
have any.
Arena and because the damage just go to me, so it doesn't stack with my armor. But I'm going to basically, because Arena went with you, she is basically just shielding you. And because I have gestures as part of my tools and techniques, Arena is basically making this motion
Mhm.
and does it around herself and then pushes it out to you.
Got
And
it.
you have the feeling of like a hug, but also kind of claustrophobia and then like weighted blanket.
So basically, I go through a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
But in the end, I'm soothed.
So, what do you roll for? Let's see, for movement.
For preternatural speed, I just move much faster than normal people. Whenever I'm doing anything, chase, flee, or run, I automatically have +1 ongoing.
All right,
Ongoing.
and that'll go off tough.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, because I activated Unholy Strength, I now roll weird instead of tough.
Ah, I love getting those unique moves that changes up how you roll things.
It does say. Oh wait, it was say I get weird instead of tough when I go roll to kick some ass. It will be up to you if it applies to anything else.
Ah, okay. I would probably say in this case it would, because you're not actively trying to harm someone. You're just trying to move.
But I am ready to harm someone.
Oh, absolutely. Which is good, because you see both of your opponents simply clap their hands. You see a bunch of circles, and you see a bunch of what looks like your classic imps. 2.5 to 3 foot tall creatures, bat wings, tails with pointed ends, fly out of these portals, heading straight for the pantry. They can't quite match your speed, however.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I forget. Can I use 2 moves actively if they're different and they affect different things with different rolls?
I'm using 2 moves that affect me directly.
Okay.
I don't think there's
it
any.
depends. Well, I wouldn't say you're using 2 of them, because only one of them is really taking effect. So I'd probably say 1 at a time.
Okay. She's gonna never mind. I'm gonna keep shield on them. But I forgot to mention on my sheet, because I have arcane reputation. I named 3 supernatural creatures that I have a reputation with. Mine are the Fae, or Fae-like entities, infernal entities, or anything of infernal lineage. And then the third one, I'm just gonna say billionaires.
Billionaires!
Okay. You know what? I'll count that.
They're not human.
Straight, you're right.
They are snacks.
So, one of you is shielding the other. One of you is making a mad dash to get the supplies you need. What are the other 2 of you doing?
Get all the pans and shit we need. While we have prep to go, faster we can work.
All right. So you are preparing.
Yes.
You don't need to do a roll for that. For the next Cove, do you also do this as well?
Oh, no. Eldritch sees that they have their things handled. So Eldritch is just gonna start beating the shit out of imps.
All right. So you are giving pursuit to beat the shit out of imps, because they are not off the menu for violence.
No, and I not only have a weapon that is an area of effect weapon, it's also an artifact and throwable.
Well, there you go. So, Liz, I'm glad someone decided to do that. That will allow you, for the next time each person. So everyone's going to get this bonus because of this one action you're doing. If you are doing a skill check regarding the cooking or making of your craft, for the first roll of it, you can add a +1. As for Cove, roll to kick some ass.
I would love to.
I would love to. Okay. Okay. It's a dirty 12.
What kind of weapon are you using?
It. Eldritch is known for cooking, but with the weapon this motherfucker pulls out, that's obviously not all they do, because what they pull out is weird. It is this blade that is not attached to a handle, it's attached to a chain, and it's kind of glowing. And you can see that where there's this little like bit where the chain meets the blade, and it looks like the chain could literally be just swooped into there, and you could just throw the blade as is.
Okay. So it's almost like a meteor hammer, but with a knife instead of a weight.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you rolled a 12?
A dirty 12.
The imps were expecting to just fulfill their mission. Go in, grab the items their master wish, come back, and attempt to trip the one person going for food. They were not expecting a second person. They were also not expecting a chain spear to go ripping through their ranks. So as they are solely focused on the shielded individual, several of them are caught completely off guard as they are split in half. You just see ash and flame erupt, turning their body, not even in dust, they're just gone, and just this horrible sulfur smell as they are sent screaming back to whence they came.
As Eldritch pulls the blade back, Unbothered just goes, I cannot lose. And then goes to start helping Grandma.
And as you rolled above a 10, it has an added consequence. Not all consequences are bad in this game. In this case, you have done enough to dissuade them from messing with the werewolf.
Live your best life.
So, Ray,
Yes.
you have no problems getting to the pantry and getting everything. And I mean, you're literally thinking of things, looking, and then immediately spotting it. This entire pantry is fucking magical as shit.
Gotcha. I am keeping up the speed just to get everything into the impromptu basket that we can, and then I'm going to like take it back and I'm just going to dump it out on the counter. And is there a timer going on this?
There is. Oddly enough, though, it's not an hour-long timer.
It's got an hour-long timer?
No, it doesn't have an actual time clock, this one. This one appears like a giant hourglass filled not with sand, but with gems.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, since there's time left, I'm going to go back to the pantry and pick up extras for everything that we needed, just in case we have any mistakes, errors, etc., that we have backups for everything.
Sabotage.
If it's a magical pantry and I cannot, and anything I think of can be summoned, I can't sabotage them. The only thing I was going to do is kill more of their people so they can't get their items.
Which you can definitely see they have been heavily dissuaded. Those that have tried to attack you, the shield did next to nothing. Barely even dented the shield. And those that did got speared or cut in half. The combination of the added offense and defense of your teammates, along with you moving as fast as you can, made your team untouchable. And the crowd is loving this.
Mm-hmm.
Your opposition looks pissed. And you can see the one covered in bandages seeming to make sly remarks to the devil, who just seems to just be giving him a death glare.
All right, so all I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and continue with that. The only way I can think to sabotage them at this point is, like I said, to continue to disrupt their supply line. But the only thing I have a problem with is I do actually have to start getting started on what I need to do, too.
Mm-hmm.
So if I stop, do I have to say done or something like that when we're done with the pantry, or do I just stop going back to it?
Unlike some competitions that give you a certain amount of time, that big timer is from the start of the pantry opens to the end when the meal is served. You can go back and forth to the pantry as needed.
Okay.
But that's time.
Got it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to confirm we have everything, and then I'm going to go to my station and start prepping for the cookie dough.
Alrighty. So, due to Liss's helpfulness in getting everything set up, if you should need to do a roll for that for any reason, you'll gain a +1. What are the rest of you doing now that all the ingredients have been brought forth?
The minute they got back, Grandma probably started like separating things out, being like, okay, that goes. This person, probably like handed like Arena like herbs and like butter and was like, hey, start browning this, fry the herbs in it, kind of do that. It, pushed a lot of the proteins towards Eldritch, was like, take care of these, and just kind of figuring out who's taking care of what, making sure that Klaus has his stuff, and then probably started working on like some of just like the easier stuff just to get it out of the way so it can chill, like a creme fraiche. There's a horseradish creme fraiche for one of them, just like the smaller stuff, because like we don't want to start the sauce until like the proteins are done.
Right.
All right. With that, I'm going to have you do a roll.
What type of roll?
What am I rolling?
Acting under pressure. Cool. As you're attempting to get everything organized under the intense pressure of the competition.
You guys have got this. You're amazing.
Cool. That is a 10.
That
Yeah.
is a beyond a success. That is a great success.
Which is really good, because I actually have a -1 to cool.
Ooh. Okay, very good indeed.
It felt appropriate that the line cook was like kind of a little spazzy under pressure.
Yep.
It does make sense.
I have a
And
-1
because
to
of
cool because I'm a werewolf, and I have a -1 to charm because I'm German.
Damn. You went there. God damn. Rude. That said, Liz, as an extra circumstance to rolling so well, the group doing checks relating to their cooking will now no longer have a +1. It'll be a +2. Or you can have it be for a second roll. It's your choice. Either the next roll each one of them makes towards something relating to their cooking gets a +2, or the next 2 rolls get a +1. What is your choice?
Ooh, we're gonna go with the next 2 rolls get a +1. Have that little extra.
Very well. So, we have one person prepping. Ray,
Yo.
are you going to start prepping or are you going to begin sabotaging?
No, I've got to start prepping because we need to get the cookies in the oven quickly so I can move on to doing things like actually sabotaging while they bake.
Okay. So, we got 2 preps. Diamond.
I think as soon as Irina realizes that, like, she has everything she needs to start brewing, but then also, like, Grandma told her to start browning butter and putting herbs in it, she's gonna go ahead and ask Eldritch for help the browning butter part, because it's not her thing. She just distills things in alcohol and then uses magic to do the rest of the shit. So she's gonna start prepping that, and then once done with that, she's gonna move on and do her brewing part, which is I'm using use magic for that one.
Okay.
Consumables as part of my thing because she uses herbs and things into her emotion potions.
Okay. And
So I picked 2 rolls.
okay. And Co.
Eldritch is going to help Irina where she asks for help, and is going to work on prep, but Eldritch's attention is actually going to be split because they are so confident in their abilities. So they are going to be looking out for sabotage from the other team's side while working on their prep.
Ah, very good, very good. So, for prep, no sabotages. Work with that. Cove, since you said you're watching out, do you notice something interesting about the way the other side is operating? For short term, we're just going to call them the Lich, seems to have summoned petrified undead, and the devil has summoned more imps, who seem to be handle the majority of the cooking, while going around and working on certain parts. They seem to be arguing, but you can tell they're planning something. You just can't quite understand what they're saying. So, while everyone is doing prep work, I need to hear what kind of rolls you wish to use and why. For the cooking prep.
So I'm going to continue with my preternatural speed, so I have my +1 ongoing, and so I can get everything prepped and ready to go into the oven is faster than normal. Other than that, I'm going to be using my probably sharp roll for the prep, and basically to keep up with the speed, I'm going to be using pretty much a tough roll to make sure that I don't do things like chop my own fingers off.
Okay. I'll actually roll that all into sharp roll as a great way to dilute sharp would be instincts and intuition.
Mm-hmm.
You're going through the motions that you have practiced for so long.
Got it. All right. I'm going to make the sharp roll. Oh, good God. With the +1, I got a 7.
That'll be a success, especially because you already accounted for the +1.
Mm-hmm.
That is close. You're able to successfully do it. You're able to keep up with yourself. Liz.
Since Grandma is working on making some of the easier sauce stuff, and thinking about the whole emotion thing, would I be allowed to use charm? Because manipulate someone, and she's trying to kind of make them or would it be weird for use magic to kind of start like grandma emotioning those sauces and then things.
Honestly, charm is actually you make a very good argument for charm. I'll allow it.
Cool.
Grandma makes things with intimidation. Not
Grandma makes things with
intimidation.
manipulation.
She glares at the bread and it rises. Wait, that didn't come out like intended.
Yes.
I'm saying grandma guilt is a real superpower.
She guilt trips the water into immediately boiling.
That is a 9.
That will also be a success.
I have a +2 in charm, which is why I was like, can I use charm?
Did you account for your skill check ad? Because you got a +1 on your
I
next
did
2.
not. That would make it a 10, actually.
Even better. You're actually able to get a little bit ahead of the game.
Ooh. Look at you go.
Diamond,
Yeah.
how about you?
Like I said, 2 things. The first one for doing the prep, I think you said for Lys's it was cool because it was act under pressure for making the brown butter herbs. And I think Eldritch is helping with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So does Eldritch roll with me on that?
So for that one, what I will do, since you are being technically assisted, I will have you roll your ability,
Mhm.
and then I will have Cove roll to do the action and count it as rolling it into both.
Okay.
So that way each of you only has to roll once.
I rolled. Let's see. So cool. So that one's flat. And then I still have the hold I got from using shield, and then I got a
Yep.
+1 from the skill check. Can I add those together?
Absolutely, you can.
10.
Code of success. You're able to get ahead of the game as well.
Fantastic. And
You're
then
giving yourselves a much needed edge. This will be helpful as it will reduce the severity of any setbacks.
Mhm. Fantastic. Cross that out. Okay, and then for starting on the basically emotion potion part of it,
It's an
Serena-
emotion potion.
it is. She's an emotion brewer. She brews potions. So it's
I
an
know. I just
emotion
like the
potion.
alliteration.
I do too. The rhyming. So she is going to go ahead and use magic. And what everyone sees is like Arena's station looks like an alchemist lab mixed with a barista station.
Ooh.
Yes. And like just basically working as if on automatic. And she's going to start basically distilling things. I don't know the process of actually distilling shit. So I'm going to roll plus weird for use magic. Yes.
Yep.
And then I also get that second +1 for the skill check.
Yep.
Cool. Great. So I have to do math. 5 plus 2 plus 3.
7 plus 3 is 10.
10, okay. Some math numbers are a little weird.
Good.
Okay, so yeah. So that's the emotion potion station.
There we go. Cove.
Hi. So for the part of Eldritch's attention that is going towards prep, they're definitely dipping into that magic. Because that's how they're so good at what they do. They're literally prophesized to be the best chef in the fucking galaxy. That's some magical shit right there. And so I think for them and for dipping into their prep, it's probably more on the magic side. Letting their hands guide them because it's what they have to do. It's what they're meant to do. Does that work?
Trust your instincts. Roll sharp.
Well, that's gonna suck.
+1.
You do have that +1. And
That will
as
make-
you are working with your destiny, and you have a very, very similar fort, I will allow you, if you wish, you can give me a reason to use a different skill.
Skill or
I wa-
stat?
Or statistic, I guess, in this case.
So what I am thinking, is weird. I think for Eldritch, all cooking that they do is weird because it's not like they've studied. They don't study. It's just something that is innately in their bones, and it's not like, yes, you were born to do this, so like it's instinctual. It's more of like, you've been given a prophecy at quite a young age. You literally can't help but do this. Congratulations.
Like like what you're about to do has already been written, and instead of trying to figure it out, you're just letting it happen.
Exactly. It's not that they're running off of anything they know how to do. They're a meat puppet for cooking.
It's a good enough answer for me. Roll weird. I love it when my players come up with creative uses for abilities or creative alternatives. I live for it.
Cooking's a meat puppet.
A meat puppet for cooking. That's got to go in quotes somewhere.
And since I get to roll weird, can I actually combine my prep and my keeping a lookout for sabotage, because I have to be the best chef in the galaxy, so that involves competition, to use Destiny's Plaything again to just see something revealed about the immediate future as their way of looking out.
Absolutely. Roll it.
Okay. So for the weird to cook, that was a 9. And then
Someone just said in chat, Cove is being ratatouille'd.
yes,
Ratatouille by fate.
yes.
Put that one in quotes too.
Okay, so cooking was 9. Destiny's Plaything is 10.
Alrighty. So you're able to successfully do it. It takes a little bit of time and focus to be able to do it. And while you're going through the motions, at this point, actually like closing your eyes as you do it, which is stunning the crowd, you see another glimpse of a set of red hands coming up and tweaking with the alchemy kit, altering the heat.
Okay, so both visions I've seen thus far have only involved red hands. As Eldritch finishes up is still going with the prep and everything, just mumbling to himself, I'm going to kill all the imps.
So, as time passes, all of you are going about your different tasks, making the individual items, putting everything together. I need everyone to roll a sharp. Start at the top. Ray?
I got an XP.
We have our first failure.
I rolled a 4.
Unfortunate. Liz?
10.
All right. Not only do you see it, you predict the next move, which is good. Diamond.
No, wait,
You also
11.
see it.
11.
You also see it and predict the next move.
Yeah.
Cove.
I get an XP. I got a 3.
All right.
At least I beat Cove by 1.
For those who gained XP,
We also have a hydrate.
You are heavily focused in what you're doing, going from task to task. You're getting things done at a great pace. You're ahead of schedule. You're doing amazing. You don't notice the ongoing issue. Or listen, Diamond. As you're working, you notice something. The other team is done far ahead of schedule. And they have brought their meal to the table with large, sadistic smiles. And you see them say something to each other. The demon gets pissed and marched back to the kitchen. And the lich looks over to your kitchen. Both of the hairs on your neck stand up.
You only have 2 hairs in your neck?
Yes.
All the hairs on your neck stand up as you realize exactly what's about to happen. They finish their meal in record time, utilizing their skills, not so that they could sit back and relax, but to give them time to give the other team hell.
I think as soon as a couple of the different emotion potions finish up, Irina's gonna call out, first batch, ready. And basically do a call response for Grandma. If Grandma has anything that needs to be imbued with the emotion potions.
Grandma would probably have finished a couple things. Yeah, so she'd probably slide over like a kind of really creamy looking mixture. And then probably one that looks almost like a sort of cheesy dough.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love a good goujere.
Gesundheit.
Right. I imagine whenever we planned out what we're cooking, but emotions go into save time.
Yes.
Yes, you are guys all have been
Yeah.
planned. You've been steadily
Great.
working together. You are all, with all the roles that are in not just positive, but in critical success positive, you are ahead of the game and in sync. Which additionally means this. You do not have to distract yourself with trying to multitask between the cooking
mhm.
and the defense.
Irina is going to go ahead and imbue those two with emotions that are
Correct
dinged for them. Correct emotions. And then turn back to, like, check her station. Just go ahead and make sure everything's in the proper order. And then pull out the secondary batch and just said, pastries, desserts, emotions, ready?
And he will bring over the first batch of the fillings for the cookies that are probably by now cooling. And he says, pour and I will fold. As
While
she's
this
pouring
is
in-
happening
Mhm.
and you step away from your station, Cove,
Is it happening? Is it time?
you see a magic circle appear just underneath the counter, and you
Kicking
see
some ass.
long red skeletal hands start to come up. Roll to kick some ass.
Did you get XP, buddy?
No.
Oh no.
No,
Did you get a,
Did you go
a
the
big
other way?
success?
the other way. I went the other way.
Oh,
That is
how,
a
how high?
total. That is a. I got a 12 plus 2, so that's a 14. Eldritch
Okay.
sees these hands and is like, I was fucking prepared for you. There's like a whip out of the like spear thing, and just like, bad.
Okay.
Little hands go flying.
I have a question for you in that case.
Okay.
There are two options here.
Okay.
A, you can take the additional success and carry one forward, or have an immediate positive consequence.
I think I'm gonna go with the immediate positive consequence on
I
this one.
was hoping you'd say that. Yeah. As you launch your chain spear, you accidentally lose hold of the chain, and it goes cutting through both the arms, hitting the leg of the counter, and it goes ricocheting. What you didn't see in your vision is that wasn't the only thing being messed with. Because at the same time, the alchemy station is being messed with, the ovens were being messed with, and the food items that were sitting on the counter ready to be added to something else were attempted to be dragged off. The spear ricochets around the kitchen, seeming to gain speed with every bounce, hitting every single hand before your hand just suddenly reaches up and catches it. Roll a cool. Actually, no, better yet, roll charm.
Okay.
You'll see why in a minute while I'm saying roll charm.
10.
10. It totally looks like you knew exactly what you're doing and did all that ricocheting completely on purpose. The crowd is going nuts. The Lich is pissed.
Chop, just back to chopping.
Yes, Diamond.
Once Arena's done helping, like basically pour things in and they're being folded, she's just gonna go back to her station for a moment, look over her stuff, double check everything's fine, and then look towards the competition. Are they just standing around, like just? Are they
Right.
back at their stations? Like
They're
where
back at
did-
their stations and they're arguing right now.
Okay. You said one of them is like demonic and whatnot, right?
Uh-huh.
I would like to. What was the name of that one again? What was the pun?
That was
The
Bobby
Flay
Flay.
Devil.
The Flay Devil. And I'm going to use Arcane Reputation
Okay.
because infernal devils are infernal technically.
They are.
And Arena's just gonna like perk up a little bit. 'Cause she's not a baseline. She just perks up and she looks a little and like glances over. And then just walks to the edge of like their stations because her prep thing's going and doing its thing. And she trusts Eldritch to keep an eye out because this is normal. Eldritch always has her back. She has no qualms. Grandma's like had the kitchen line cook mode. And like, Ray, what's your character's name again? What's the
Klaus.
obnoxious Klaus. Klaus is being like delicate with that sugar. And it's like artwork. But Arena like just walks over and she has this very like look on her face, walks to the edge, and just like waves it, tries to get attention, and just says, "Oh my god, I know you!"
You have successfully gained his attention. As he
Wow.
looks over, stops the argument for a minute, and is like, narrows his eyes like, wait a minute.
Oh my god, I know you! She pulls out her ritual knife, which is engraved in Infernal, which was a gift from one of her old, like, benefactors. but she helped through some emotional turmoil. And she was like, "Oh my god, your friend! Oh my god, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Your friends with the guy of fire. Oh my gosh, I think we were at the same bar once. Oh, it is so good to see you again. I have, oh my god, I made the best derangement bouquet sampler platter once, and I immediately thought of you.
Roll me charm with a +1.
Because I'm driving it like I stole it in a rental, I'm gonna use a luck point.
There we go.
I'm gonna
Use that
a
luck point.
I'm gonna use a luck point, which makes it automatically a 12. With Arcane Reputation, I'm gonna manipulate them, and with manipulate someone on a on a 12 or higher. Not only do they do what you want right now, but they also become your ally for the rest of the mystery.
Well, there we go. And this has an additional benefit. He was preparing to give orders to his imps to cause more mischief. But as not only as they have been distracted, but also allied for the time being, those imps are currently without orders, and as such, are not acting.
Irena's just like talking about this like derangement sampler to this flea demon, and the entire time like is making it very showy that she's over here talking to him and really like hamming it up and really like selling her business at the same time and wanting him to come do like a guest spot at her brewery because oh my god, devils have like the best taste and like the very rarefied taste because they're devils, and their taste buds are a little bit different because they need to have different elevations of things. And like she's a little fiery, she gets it, she gets him. She's a huge fan of his work anyways. She bought a couple of his like sponsored things that he had going out for friends as gifts. Like she's really just engaging in a genuine fucking conversation with this dude because she's like, oh my god, I know you. It's like if you run into someone at like Walmart.
That is perfect, and
You
it
guys
has
have
half of the enemy team unable to cause you any more problems, which actually gives a grand opportunity.
It was at this moment
While
that
you're
he knew
distracting
he
them,
fucked up.
the rest of the team is able to get the meal fully put together. With all the positive rolls you guys have, you are ahead of schedule. You are on your way to finish plating it and bring it up, and that's when the problem hits. Liz.
Since the imps are currently not doing anything, can I grandma the imps and feed them and try to get them on our side?
It's a totally different method of sabotage.
Please.
What role do you want to use for that?
Since everything's plated, we would have like extra stuff. So she would make them like a couple of little plates and take it over to a couple of them and like offer it to them. So I would say it's charm.
Charm? You know what? Use the second +1 for cooking for it.
Okay.
And Ray, I have something for you as well.
Uh-oh.
That's a 13.
Jeez.
But
You didn't just win over some of the imps.
they love you.
Sorry. You won over all of the imps.
She's just feeding them and telling them how cute they are and like patting their heads. And
They are not used to this kind of treatment. At all. The Lich is losing his temper fast. Ray,
Yes.
the werewolf and the prodigy have finished plating everything. And as you are carrying the tray up, you've got the tray, you've got the little cart. You both see the Lich just snap. Quite literally, he slams his hands together so hard, casting a spell, that the arms kind of break and go limp. As you see a circle in front of you, and a large hulking monstrosity comes out.
Klaus just just looks over at the Chosen and says, and now you see how I alleviate stress. And
Even
he just
better.
goes huge, claws popping out, muzzle comes full out, teeth grow. He grows like 9-10 feet tall, and he just fucking launches.
While he's doing that, can I ask the imps to go help Eldritch and protect the cart?
With how high you rolled, yes. And you don't have to roll for that one. So, what I need, Cove, since you're rolling to move it, and get that cart, get that plate on the judging table. I will give you a choice. If you want to more power through all the chaos, roll tough. If you wish to keep your calm and carefully move, maybe taking a touch more time but still getting it there a little bit more safely, roll cool. And for Ray, kick some ass, roll tough.
It's actually weird for me.
Oh, that's right. You've got an
supernatural
ability
strength.
for it.
And since I've fully changed over, I now also have my teeth and my claws.
Very good.
So I rolled an 8, plus 3 from weird makes it an 11, plus 1 from preternatural speed makes it a 12. So as I leap, as he comes, like he's like doing the whole putting his hands down on the edge and pushing himself out of the infernal hole, I just plow right into his face and just been ripping, biting, and tearing like huge goblets. And instead of just throwing them over my shoulder, I'm throwing them all into the other opponent's cooking station.
Oh,
And-
that Lich is pissed.
And accidentally onto the plates and trays of food they've already put up and plated for the judges. Because it's going
Ooh.
everywhere, and I'm only defending our food.
Now, that part is a little risky. 'Cause
By
if
the
you
way,
remember the first rule.
Oh yeah, no, never mind.
Addition and
I won't throw it at their
reduction.
food then. I'll just throw it all over their station to be insulting.
Oh, absolutely.
And by the way, I'm doing a base of 6 harm.
Hence why I say, yeah. That thing thought, he honestly brought that thing out as a last resort to try to keep you from even getting your plated food to the final place. His jaw doesn't just slack. It slacks a bit too much and falls off. He goes to chase it and reach, only to realize his arms past the elbow are broken. And it goes to try to yell with a broken jaw to the devil to help, only to realize the devil is still occupied in conversation.
Oh wait, that means he looks away from the fight for a second?
Not the big guy, the lich.
I know,
that
the
summoned him.
lich.
Yes.
So I'm just going to like tear one of its arms off and just just throw it towards their station since he's sitting in their station. And if it just happens to hit the lich in the back, that's okay.
You can't attack the plate. You can't attack the
I'm not. I'm
cooks.
throwing it at their station. Just kidding. Yeah, I can't attack the cooks. I'll throw it right by him though.
Just yell, need a hand, throws it right in front of him.
Grandma just quickly aside. Grandma just looks at the lich with the jaw and everything. Goes, I'll give you the number from my orthopedist. He can help with that.
Diamond.
I want to do a charm roll on the lich. I'm already talking to the flay one. And I think Arena's gonna maybe see in the peripheral that these body parts going flying, and just talk to like the flay devil and be like, "Oh, you should probably take like 2 steps that way." Yeah, good. Oh my gosh. Oh, and look towards the lich and say, "Do you want me to come like help you reset your jaw? I'm like really good at that."
You can just see the glare, the hatred, the loathing. One scroll I still need. Cove. What did you roll for your movement? Did you decide to roll tough, or did you decide to roll cool?
I rolled cool. I got a 14. Eldritch is going through, and it's as Klaus is like tearing into this monster. Eldritch is like, I knew we were gonna win, and just kind of swerving that way. Nope, going this way. Oh, that's cool. There's a limb. That's some viscera. And it's just casually walking this cart with the imps over to where it needs to be because Klaus has things handled.
100%.
Absolutely handled.
So as you finish placing it on after dancing through all the violence and viscera, the judge returns. Well, not only ahead of time, but I was not needed to enforce any of the rules. This is a first. Wonderful. Now, while both teams, I guess in only one team's case, pulls themselves back together, you're from the lich as an assistant has come to help get everything back into place. We will introduce the judges for this evening. And you see the table. It's almost shrouded in magical darkness. You can't see through it. You can see the silhouettes of 4 individuals. But 2 of our guests have relation to holidays around this time. A lover of children, the wife of a famous saint. We introduce Mrs. Claus herself.
Madam Kringle.
The OG MILF.
God,
The holiday gilf.
the shadows reel back to
Such a
reveal, oddly enough, an elderly woman who almost looks like an older Martha Stewart.
Tracks.
The crowd is roaring. They give a small wave. It's like, next, on a similar season, but a different theme together. A rambunctious one. Hide your naughty kids. It's Krampus.
I knew it.
As if I couldn't put him in here.
I knew it.
You see the shadows reveal. He gets up is just feeding off the energy of the crowd. Even going so far as to pulling out a sack and pulling out a switch and waving it around before putting it back and sitting back down. For judge number 3, they are known by many names. But we would not have a proper snow day in any realm without him. Let us give a warm welcome, even though he may not like it, to Jack Frost. Which snow starts to fall across the entire place as the shadows come off him. And for our final judge, known for their diminutive size, in contrast to their sweet tooth, I introduce someone from my own realm, the Sugar Plum Fairy. And you see just almost like a small mote of light, about the size of a quarter, flicking about happily as the crowd goes absolutely wild. Assistants come up, and they take the first meal that was prepped by the Devil and the Lich. Each of the judges take a bite of it. It seems highly complex. And after discussing amongst themselves, seem to all give nods. And then your meal is brought up. This one they find curious. It's not the traditional meal one might expect. But as they each take a bite, you all notice something. With the previous meal, they had slight reactions to it. Raising of eyebrows, nods, all quiet gestures. That's not the case with this meal. Krampus seems to get excited. Mrs. Claus seemed to have joy spread across their face. The Sugar Plum Fairy is dashing all over the place happily. And even Jack Frost seems to be a less bitter cold. You saw a prediction, Diamond. You saw a prediction in a sort of mirrored image. You saw cooking without heart. All complexity, but no true emotions put into it. I said it was like something you had seen before. What I didn't mention is that it's something you've seen before from someone here once upon a time. Something that you personally have helped undo. The judges stand. Mrs. Claus taking the reins. We have made our decision. The previous champions of this competition are champions no longer. The devil, still conversing with our lovely spell slinger, doesn't even hear the verdict and does not even care. The Lich is furious. Goes to start arguing, and the host simply holds out his hand. Ta-ta-ta. It is better to lose graciously than ungraciously. So I will spare you the moment. And he'll snap his fingers. The Lich dematerializes in what looks like 1,000 small butterflies and is gone. The crowd laughing, cheering, and celebrating. And from parts of the crowd, you hear your own names being cheered. The host turns to you all. This is a first. I have never seen those two beaten before. You are resourceful. You played to your strengths and off each other's. And for that, we have gifts. When you return home, there will be a case on the nearest shelf, desk, wherever is nearest to you, with a brand new set of tools of your trade, with a little bit of magic from here. Our sponsor is very good at creating magical items, and has provided tools for all of you as a reward for winning such a competition. Congratulations are in order. What say we have one last round of applause for our champions for the evening?
Klaus is
Crowd
staying
is
in the
going-
werewolf form because he probably shredded all of his clothes.
Very, very fair. They are still, regardless, cheering and cheering.
In that case, Klaus will howl.
You don't even have to roll for that. There's actually a few werewolves in the audience that starts howling with you.
He started to howl.
Started to howl. What have you done? It's like the host raises a hand and gives a bow. And slowly, it almost looks like a wall of mystical multicolored light just slowly starts coming over the crowd, closer and closer, as he turns and looks at you all. Thank you all for competing, and I hope you will agree to compete again one day soon. As the wall hits him, he just seems to vanish into it, and as the wall hits you all, you're back right where you were, entering through the door and unleashing one big sneeze.
Ah,
And that is where we will end it for this evening.
Yay! I even got to tear something to pieces.
You did great.
I looked over all of your sheets and I looked at certain parts. I knew there were some things I could do to get you to use those skills and other things I could help provide to give those skills a little bit of a challenge. I like my players being able to use their strengths and come up with creative ways to use skills. So I tried to make sure there was something in there for all of you.
Absolutely.
You all did so good. You were amazing.
If we're lucky, I'll get to do this again at Gen Con next year.
Yay! Well, thank you very much, Sam, for running tonight. It was a lot of fun, and I love my my German dessert chef, who is also a werewolf. And one thing I didn't get to do was try and eat Lissa's character. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
We do have another hydrate from Gaming Blame.
I don't have anything left.
You don't have anything left?
No.
I will drink for you then.
That's why I always bring multiple
It
drinks.
is
to the
water.
table.
I will specify that. It is water.
That's better than what I would have drank. So honestly, this is an upgrade.
Upgrade.
Upgrade, people.
Now, if only
upgrade.
it could hit your kidneys instead of Sam's.
Yeah. Yep. I drank no actual water today. That's fine.
So let's go through and give these folks a chance to tell you where you can find them and where they're creating on the mighty interwebs. We will start with our game master and storyteller for the evening, Sam. Where can we find you on the mighty interwebs?
Well, other than here on typically Wednesdays, I think we are on a break till the new year, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes.
You all can find me here on Wednesdays, where either we are finishing off our Pathfinder 2nd Edition one-shot, playing Cecil the Magus,
Yeah.
or, once we are back into Kingdoms of Mist, playing the group Psionic Rogue Drake.
The
Other
hero.
than that,
Yes. Yes.
Sure,
break the many
maybe.
titles.
maybe. We'll see. We'll see if his heroic acts outweigh all his bastard acts.
Don't make me go into Milagros' notes and find all your titles.
Brother.
Don't you fucking dare.
She has them organized and listed somewhere because she's read them for us multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I hope more has not been added. I hope.
I don't
And
think
not
any was
also
been added
last
recently.
time.
Okay, I'm safe.
So we haven't played in a few months, so we hadn't had time to add any more. But you know what? I'll give Milagros homework.
Shit. Other, you can find me over on Tuesdays, around the same time, but starting a little bit later for ADH Adventures on a show that has been, in all honesty, it was the channel's original show. It was what started the whole channel, and that is, I get to play a spellcaster for once, and show exactly how dangerous that can be when you give me the brain power to play a spellcaster. I wish I was on more channels and more shows. At least at the moment, I am not. If people wish to reach out for me, my DMs are always open for it, though.
Thank you so much, Sam. Next, we will continue to go around and say good evening to the mighty, mighty Cove. Cove, where can we find you on the massive, massive interwebs?
Hello, I am Cove Selkie. You can actually use both names for me. Just no one really uses Selkie, which is fine. But you can find me pretty much everywhere at Selkie Cove or Selkie's Cove, just depending. And so you can find me here in the new year on Tuesdays, joining their Emerald Sanctums game, which I'm very excited about and very thankful I'm getting to join. I'm bringing a sheer lack of brain cells into it. That's about all I know.
All I know is I've heard so many times the term eyeball licking that I'm just immune now.
I'm going to lick my own eyeball.
Hey, at least it's not like Stitch, where he sticks his own tongue up his own nose.
You've given them a new idea.
You're making assumptions that you just can't back up.
You see, if it's long enough to lick an eyebrow.
Exactly. So you'll be able to find me there in the new year. We only have 2 sessions left of my 50s Eldritch Horror game that you can find me on Thursdays over at Nerdsmith. Tomorrow is our second to last session, and the next week is our final session. So tune in for those. I've committed several murders, actual like PC murders. I mean, I'm partially playing for the horror entity island thing, which I'm very happy about. But the character I play is super sweet, super upbeat, and why would anyone suspect her? Because she has the highest charisma. She's also a lesbian, a raging lesbian. There's also
Are we talking like very, very into it raging lesbian, or always angry, will murder you at the drop of the hat?
Oh, she's so sweet. She would never hurt anyone.
Okay.
But there are DILFs involved, so if you like DILFs, they're also a thing. Lesbians and DILFs. And then Cthulhu. But
And then
Lesbian Dilfs and Cthulhu. Somebody quote that.
but yeah, if you're interested in that, go to Nerdsmith. And then you can find me on Saturdays over on Meister Hypster's Twitch, where I get to play Amaret Fane, who is a gender fluid vampire who has a 9 in humanity and who has the sanctity merit. They're the sweetest little thing you ever did meet, I swear it. There might be a theme here. But we are kind of on hiatus, kind of not. We're actually streaming a pre-recorded episode this Saturday where some shit went down. And then we're actually releasing an episode on Christmas that we pre-recorded. So you can find our Christmas episode there as well. So you're actually kind of getting 2 episodes this week, even though we said we're on hiatus. So don't worry about that. And then you'll be able to find me here at some point in the new year playing a Cyberpunk Red, which I am so stoked for.
It looks like
Diamond.
it might be starting actually the first week of February. I have not gotten confirmation, but the one player that we're waiting on, they're having wisdom teeth extracted at the beginning of January. So it's going to depend on how well they heal.
I
Okay,
feel that in my
surprisingly, with how much dental care has evolved regarding wisdom teeth, that might be a lot soon. The recovery for that time might be a lot sooner than they think.
Oh yeah, but I was telling them, it all depends on how they feel. You know what I mean? I'm
Also
not going to
true.
bug them and ask them about it. They're doing me a favor by being on the show, so Absolutely what they need is what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And we have the that was that everything? Selkie?
Yeah.
Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you. And we also have the amazing Miss Liz. How are you doing, and where can we find you on the interwebs?
I am doing absolutely lovely. You can find me on the interwebs at various iterations of @MissList or @MissList2, depending on what was available in my mood that particular day. You can, along with Sam, find me here on Wednesdays for one of our Kingdoms of Myth something or others. In the new year, you'll be able to find me here every other Friday for as we take on the Walking Dead TTRPG. And on Monday nights, starting in the new year, towards the end of January, you can find me over on the Starfield playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, which I'm very excited about.
It's gonna be puppies in love.
It's going to be puppies and something.
Puppies and something. And finally, we have Diamond. Diamond, where can people find you on the massive interwebs?
Hi,
Oh no.
I know. Diamond, you roboted out again.
am I back? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Now we can hear,
Now
see
we
you and
can.
hear you.
Okay, am I moving? Am I good?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I knew it.
Oh God, did it?
Nope, your internet is not going to cooperate.
No, it's not.
It's like every single time you're not saying what you want to say, it works just fine. But the moment you go into what you want to say, robot.
Right. You can find me everywhere at Madness Diamond, unless you're looking for me on TikTok. I'm at Madness Diamond 2.0. Good?
You got it. That worked.
Awesome.
If
Awesome.
you want to find them in other places, please check the link in the chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can. I'm a lot of places. My actual play schedules too. I do nonprofit work along with it. I'm a cosplay performer. I am a little bit of everything.
Absolutely.
Starting in late January, you'll be able to find me as well with the lovely Miss Liz playing the Guardians of Neptune's Karen, our little W5 werewolf. And then on Tuesdays, you can start finding me here again after our break, where we Sanctums. I get to return with my lovely human hunter Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes, but they're very squishy and very human. And then Thursdays, you can find me over on World Quests, playing Fathoms Below, our completely underwater 5e homebrew game made by our DM of Doom, Bran. And I would play Melos Vestra, the current level. I get to choose what my level 5 is. It's going to be spicy. And then,
Add a
of
little
course,
bit of spice.
And so then whenever we get back to our Friday game, you can once again find me here at DAG, playing possibly The Walking Dead. We'll see how that
Definitely The
goes.
Walking Dead.
Yes.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much. And we got through most of that. It was wonderful.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're not going to choke your internet service provider out. Not at all. So, and you can find Dinner and a Games links in chat, as well as the links for all these other creators. Remember, the biggest serotonin boost you can give any content creator is just clicking that follow button. We would do this no matter what because we enjoy creating content, but having someone actually click that follow button lets us know that someone appreciated our effort enough to spend that effort to do so. And that is a serotonin boost you can't even believe. And so if you can, go give these people a follow. Remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table, but we need you to stay safe. There is a new variant. There's been 50,000 new cases this week. So please be careful. Almost all of us went to Gen Con, and almost all of us, I think all of us, came back with COVID. So it is the new con crud. It is out there, and you will have to face it sooner or later. So do your best, wear a mask, social distance when you can. Take care of yourselves. We want you to be able to enjoy us. week after week, or any other content you wish to enjoy. And to do that, you need to be healthy and you need to be safe. And we want you to do that because at Dinner and a Game, we do always save you a seat at the table, and we want you to be able to rejoin that table as often as possible. In the meantime, we're going to take the people from our table, and we're going to go raid over into another table and see what they're doing and tell them hello. When you get there, remember to tell them Dinner and a Game sent you. And if you can, like we said, content creators really appreciate that follow. So if you have not followed them yet, please do. We are going to go, let's see, who can we raid? Blackwater D&D is up.
Let's see. Who else is going right now?
You're Braver Than I Thought's up, but she's playing Dead by Daylight. Oh, No Man is up and playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Indeed, they are.
Do you guys like No Man? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go raid No Man. We're gonna let you guys go though. Please stick around for the raid. It'll be happening in a few moments, and we will be actually saying hi to No Man, and you do the same. And we will see you guys on Friday as we have something going on, and we're gonna try and do it live. We won't know whether it's gonna really work until about an hour before we go live. So we may just putting a note out that it's gonna be pre-recorded, and we'll post it up later. But I'm hoping that the setup that I got from the actual producers of the game is going to let us do it live.
I didn't plug the one thing that I have been promoting all day.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What the fuck?
It's
Well,
fine.
your brain went, no, we already did that.
One of those days. Oh my god. If you like TTRPGs, and if you like Life is Strange, you're probably going to like the game system that we're playing on Friday, which is Alice is Missing. It's going to be a little weird because it's played entirely silently via text messages, but Ray has been an absolute darling and has put all the production stuff together and has put up with my ass running it not only once, but twice. So Ray has to put up with this and me twice.
Yeah, but the tech stuff I only have to do once. So
True. You get to play in the second one, so you get to put up with me in a whole different way.
Oh, that's a pleasure.
Because, fun fact about Alice is Missing, the game facilitator is also a player. So whenever I facilitate a game of Alice is Missing, I'm also a player. Actually, on that front, I am becoming a general game facilitator for Alice is Missing. So if you want to be in a game of it, I will be able to run that for you. So feel free to DM me about that. But go to my TikTok, my Twitter, Instagram. Any of those places all have posts about this coming Friday, and I put a lot of effort into the marketing of this. Please, just go check it out.
Yeah, they're all great. I love them very much. And we're going to go ahead and raid into No Man now. Please, guys, enjoy your evenings. Be safe. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy each other. And we will talk to you on Friday. And thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Bye.